Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I've got 10 fast footwork exercises to increase your foot speed, improve your balance and also your coordination. All really important attributes in the game of football, not only off the ball when you're changing direction. For example, if you're heavy and uncoordinated with your feet, it's going to take you a lot longer to set those feet before you can accelerate in the opposite direction. But if you're light, balanced and nimble on those feet, you're going to be a lot quicker and be able to get to the ball first. Also on the ball, if you have more fired, fast twitch fibers, faster footwork, you're going to be able to manipulate that ball quicker, get around defenders' feet and escape trouble. So for all 10 of today's exercises, we're going to be using the 10 cones I have laid out here. If you don't have cones, you can use rolled up pairs of socks, water bottles, anything you can find. And I've placed all 10 of these one step apart. You can add or decrease the number of cones, it's completely up to you. But without further ado, let's get into the first exercise.
For the first exercise, we're placing one foot in between each gap. This is a great exercise for working on efficient running technique. So we're working on synchronizing our arm movements with our foot movements. So as our left knee drives, our right arm should be driving and vice versa. The exercises are going to get increasingly more difficult with each one. This is a great place to warm up. Start slowly, then increase the speed once you gain confidence with it. For exercise 2, we're increasing the speed a little bit more, and now we're placing 2 feet in between each gap. So once again driving those arms, but as you can see I'm having to drive my arms quicker as well to stay in synchronization with my foot movements. You want to go as fast as possible but without sacrificing good form. This is going to help you with your running technique and you're going to move a lot more efficiently on the pitch. Once again, start slowly, then increase the speed once you gain confidence with it. For each of these exercises, I'd recommend going 4 times through, switching up between your right foot and left foot on single leg activities. For exercise 3, now we're moving into the diagonal shuffle. So adding a little bit of lateral movement to move from left to right and right to left while still maintaining a forward motion. So we're having our arms out for balance, trying to stay light on those toes and pushing the ground away from us from side to side. So as you can see here, really staying on my toes the entire time. The goal is to spend as little time with each touch on the ground as possible, really trying to develop that light and quick footwork. When it comes to fast feet training, you want to learn to be light on your feet in all directions. Especially in football, you're covering multi-directions all the time on the pitch, so if you can be fast and efficient in those movements, it's going to improve your performance. Exercise 4 is backwards diagonal shuffles. So this is going to be really helpful for you defenders out there who are jockeying up against attackers and you're traveling backwards but you still want to remain light on your feet so that you can accelerate at any given moment if the attacker pushes the ball out into the space. If you're not light on your feet and you're uncoordinated, it's going to be very easy for you to become off balance, which makes it very easy for the attacker to blow past you. So making sure we're being light on our feet and having good awareness to be able to check behind us so that we're not hitting the cones is a really beneficial skill to have. So it's going to work on your balance because you're having to lean forwards at the same time while moving backwards, and try and remain on your toes the entire time, taking a few steps either side just like the diagonal shuffle, but this time in reverse. Exercise 5 is the forwards backwards shuffle, and not only are we moving forwards and backwards, but we're also moving from side to side. So it's going to take a bit of coordination for this one, but also a lot of balance. As you can see with my upper body, I'm having to lean it forwards and backwards so that I counteract the weight so that I remain balanced. This is a great skill to have. If you become off balance during a match, you're going to be easy to beat if you're a defender. You're also going to be at risk of losing the ball if you're an attacker as well. The more balanced you can be, the more efficient you're going to be with your movements. You'll be faster, more agile. It's just going to help you in so many different areas of your game. So once again, synchronize those arm with your foot patterns, moving forwards and backwards and laterally. Exercise 6 is crossovers. So sometimes when you're changing direction, it's more efficient to cross one foot in front of the other. So if you're light on your feet, you're going to be a lot more efficient through this movement. If you're heavy and uncoordinated, your feet are going to get tangled. You're either going to trip over or you're just going to delay a few seconds and the opportunity might be missed. So working on the crossover is very beneficial for all athletes, but especially footballers for changing direction. So once again, crossing one foot in front of the other, staying light on those toes, twisting those hips, and also driving those arms in synchronizations with your foot movements as well. Start off slowly with this one, but then increase speed over time, making sure we're being synchronized with our arm and foot movements. Exercise 7 is reverse crossovers. So this time we're crossing our feet one foot behind the other. So another really good movement for developing coordination in your feet and also balance and timing. It's just going to help you in so many different areas. The more controlled and coordinated you are with your footwork, it's just going to help you with all your off the ball movements, but also on the ball as well. You want to be controlled on the ball, but you also want to have maximum control with your body. That's just going to serve you better in all areas of your performance. So once again, rotating those hips, crossing one foot behind the other, driving those arms in synchronization as well. Really try and stay on your toes with this one the entire time. It's going to help you develop your balance as well. Exercise 8 is CARIOCA. So we've already worked on the crossover and the reverse crossover. Now we've mastered those movements, we're piecing them together. So as you can see here, we're placing one foot in each gap between the cones, but we're alternating between our feet crossing over in front and crossing over behind. So we're having to rotate those hips, staying light on our toes. So it's really going to challenge our coordination with this one. Exercise 9 is single foot taps. So very similar to the first exercise we worked on in this series, but this time we're working on each leg individually. So we want to build that strength, fire up those fast twitch fibers in each leg so that we get a good balance, which is going to make us more efficient and explosive on the pitch. So my left knee is driving higher than my right, and my right leg is just supporting on the way across. So still driving those arms in synchronization with those foot movements, but really focusing on each leg individually. So go up with the left foot and return with the right. Exercise 10 is turning forwards backwards. So we're not only moving forwards and backwards, we're still keeping a lateral momentum so that we can move from one side of the cones to the other, but we're also turning in between each gap. So we're rotating our body a whole 180 degrees, which is a really effective skill to learn, especially for defenders. If an attacker's pushed the ball behind you and you need to turn quickly to get to the ball first, the lighter and quicker you can be on your feet, the quicker you can get into a position to accelerate. But if you're heavy and uncoordinated with your footwork, you're just giving that attacker the advantage. Also, if the ball's been played over your head, you need to be able to turn and accelerate. So once again, this kind of footwork pattern is really going to help you develop the skill to turn 180 degrees, set your footwork, be balanced so you can accelerate and get to that ball first. So once again with this one, making sure you're coordinating your arm movements with your foot movements, staying light on those toes throughout, going slowly to begin with, then increase the speed as you gain confidence with it.
So there we go guys, 10 exercises you can do with very little equipment and not much room whatsoever, and it's going to improve your foot speed, balance and coordination. And if you want more exercises similar to these, you can also check out the rest of my fast footwork playlist, or you can check out RAPIDO, my very own 7-day explosive speed training program. Links to that is going to be in the description box below. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.